Good afternoon, good evening, good morning. Welcome to the Armory, welcome to Full Time Sports Network. Welcome to the Arsenal versus Bournemouth match reaction. Finished 3-0 to Arsenal. Comfortable game, let's be honest. But there's a lot of talking points. I was very honest, and I know Steve wasn't happy with me, but I had to be honest because that's the way I am. Cole, what did you think of the game first before we talk about the talking points?
I'd probably say the first half was very, very comfortable. It was very, very comfortable in the first half. That second half was Bournemouth came out to play eventually, and it put us on the back foot a little bit. But lots of decisions in there which need to be spoken about because it shouldn't have been clean cut. It was not clean cut at all in this game. 3-0, I think flattered us. I think. But it's what it is. On the performance wise, that was the result as it stood should be. But what happened in between? I do actually feel sorry for Bournemouth in a way because the second half they came out and played well and they had a couple of good attempts at us. And one key decision I think that's gonna really rally a lot of rival fans, to say the least.
Oh yes. I've had it on the watch long. Just there were loads of Tottenham fans. They were just but the wonderful Steve is here. I can see him backstage. Look, he's waving. He's going hello. But here he is. Hello, mate.
What are we doing sitting here talking about poor Bournemouth when they should have been down to 10 men?
There is a lot of talking.
Because if we're going to chat about Bournemouth, Fabio Vieira, earlier this season, same shit, red card. This guy, nothing. So if it was going to be, let's call a spade, then they should have been down to 10 men, and my 4-1 prediction would have come true. But VAR screwed me, you see. But it's okay. I'll take the 3 points. It's okay. I'm okay. I didn't get the score right. It's okay. Look, it all evens out in the end, doesn't it?
It does.
Look, if they went down to 10 men, that game was over.
Oh, yeah. Look, like I said, there's loads of little talking points, and that is obviously one of them. Big up to Temi. Your reverse psychology did work, so well done to Temi. Keep it up, please, because it is working a treat at the moment. Right, so we're going to talk about the first one, and that is obviously the foul by Christie on Saka. Cole, definite red for you. Now you've seen it in slow-mo and all that kind of stuff. Was it a red for you?
It's borderline a red card. I think he caught the top of his shin rather than actually caught the top of his ACL on his knee. If you look closely, I think it was on the top part. It was the top of his shin, but the bottom of his knee. It's still a high risk chance at the end of the day, but VAR would only step in if that was a serious enough a red card offence. That's basically their rules of judgment. The book for it. It's the bit that really pissed me off. It was like, that's a booking all day long. Didn't even get a slap on the wrist for it. But on another day, another referee would have given a straight red card, or VAR, or the net, or another set of wombles in the VAR booth. They would have actually turned that off and said, "Yeah, that's a red card."
Yeah, Steve, I think I already know your answer. It was a red card for you. Yeah,
it's a red all day. You know, it's all about. It's all about player safety. What was he playing at? The player? He couldn't have been playing at the ball. Don't give me he's playing at the ball. And when Fabio Vieira did the same thing this season, and it wasn't intentional, and you could see it wasn't intentional, all the chit-chat and this and that went out the window. He's a straight red, off you go. So Bournemouth early on got away with one. It could have been down to 10 men, and this could have really blown out. If they went down to 10 men, this game would have been very different. But it's a straight red for me. But it goes both ways, you know what I mean? Sometimes.
Well, that's the thing. Like, the VAR gods were playing with us today. It was nice. Penalty. For me, it wasn't a penalty, and I'll be honest, it wasn't. But I've seen them given, and they're given. If VAR, if David Coote hadn't given it, and it was then asked of VAR would not have given that as a penalty. Guarantee it. But David Coote had already given a penalty, so it was going to stick with that. Cole, your decision on the penalty, was it a penalty for you or not?
Well, there's two parts of that penalty, wasn't it? The first, what we're talking about, the Saka's goal. We're talking about what could have been Bournemouth's first.
Sorry.
I'm trying to remember what that one was now.
Yeah. What was that?
Has that got out of my
No, I
head?
meant the. Are we talking about the attempted penalty on Bournemouth, or was this on
The Havertz.
No,
one.
no, we're not.
Oh, the Havertz
Which-
one. Sorry,
Yeah,
I
the
got
Havertz one, yeah.
I got completely screwed. Sorry about that. It is a penalty, but a letter of the law. But Kai Havertz was very clever. And how many times we see strikers do that? They've gone past the keeper, got, oh, I'll leave my trainer leg, and he takes it out. But Joe Cole said something very, very interesting on TNT. He said the keeper has already committed. His leg is already outstretched. Therefore, you better hope to get the ball. If you don't, you take the player out. That's deemed a penalty. So I personally think that is a penalty in my estimation.
Steve?
Letter of the law. I know we don't like to see that, but unfortunately that's the way the game's gone. Son's done this. Maddison's done this. Salah has done this. And you know what? Liverpool fans, Tottenham fans are not complaining about that. So you know what? I'm going to match their energy, not complain about it and say it's a pen all day and I'll take it. I'm not better than them. No. I'll take it. I'll take it all day. Honestly, it's dark arts. It's part of the game now. And as clean as Arsenal, we've always wanted to be clean and win the game fair. No other team in the Premier League cares if they win fair. I swear to you, they don't. Manchester City will not care if they do this they win a game 1-0 in the same fashion and win the league. They will not go back and say, oh, nah, that wasn't really a pen. They'll take it and say thank you very much. So if you go letter of the law, it is a pen. Is it dark arts from Kai Havertz? Bloody oath. But that's what you get when you pay 60 million. You know what I mean? If you can't get to the back of the net even, fair and square, he'll do it any which way he can. I'll take it.
Yeah. Chris saying you're going to cook. You definitely are. Professional performance from Arsenal. Had a few iffy moments defensively, but apart from that, well-deserved win in terms of VAR. It is what it is. Arsenal have had decisions go against them this season. We have, definitely. Big up to my pod brother, Brenny, saying, afternoon, gents. Jota done it versus Newcastle. Jota does it quite a lot. Big up to Matthew saying, yeah. Right, we'll move on to second goal by Trossard. What did you make of the goal, Cole?
Sublime finish by Leandro. You know what he's capable of. You know, he's our best technical finisher that we got at the club. 16 goals scored now. That's 11. That's his 11th of the season now. But props for Declan Rice, because that little flick on the outside of his boot, that was too sweet. That was just too sweet. Good little ball, Trossard with an amazing finish. And it was kind of crying out for that second goal because Bournemouth were coming on to us.
Yes.
And I did put in the group chat about a half an hour to go. I'm like, we need that second goal here. I'm getting a tad nervous. I'm not sure. Because I was starting to get a little bit of a stranglehold on Bournemouth. We were losing a bit of the battle in midfield. But Leandro is always there and comes up clutch when we need him. And a sublime finish. He ain't silky. He's not a fan favourite. But if you want him to do a job, he will do it. And he just looked on it from minute one. He just looked on it from the get-go. And I'm like, sorry. I'm like, this guy's going to score. This guy's going to score today.
No, I agree. Steve, what did you make of Leandro's?
Oh, look, Leandro, when a ball falls like that in front of Leandro Trossard, you know the keeper's going to have a hard time. I think he solidified his position on the left wing. His performances this season, and I like this from Mikel Arteta. Happened to Emil Smith-Rowe when Martinelli came on. Martinelli solidified his position. ESR couldn't get back in the game, couldn't get back onto the field. And now Leandro Trossard's got that opportunity. Obviously, the chit-chat and this and that when he came on was like, you're going to have your opportunity, take it when you get it. And if, to be perfectly honest, Leandro Trossard's pretty much cemented his position. I'm the left wing. You want this? Show me better. And that was a good finish. Yeah, I'd agree with Carl. Maybe not a fan favourite. But let's be honest. When the ball falls in front of him, most Arsenal fans are like, back of the net. Most of them are going to be sitting there going back of the net. And I want to give shout out to Kai Havertz in this game too. Seriously, even though I don't like the guy, he was a pest. An absolute pest in this game. But Trossard, on that left-hand side, honestly, he had another opportunity. He could have scored if you had have just gotten there if you had got there a little bit earlier. But he made up for it in the end.
I agree. Bobby cooked his own hair. Cheers, Matthew. I have no idea what that's meant to me.
I'm trying. What the hell are you on about?
I'm a redhead, so my hair always looks like it's on fire anyway. So I'm used to it. I want Arsenal to win the league against the. Oh, you're not helping me here, Chris, are you? Against Man City, and Arsenal wants to smash Man United up. Yeah, well, that comes up next weekend. One game at a time. I don't think that's going to be that easy, if I'm honest, but there we go. We'll talk about that at the end of the week. Let's move on to the next situation, which is obviously Bournemouth's disallowed goal. Now, I know me and Steve will probably very much disagree on this one because I did not see a foul on Raya at all. You did, I didn't. So, Cole, let's see what your opinion, because I haven't, obviously, I've not seen the WhatsApp group, so I don't know what people have been saying.
I don't know about this one, because I think David Raya, he's trying to try and claim the ball. Could he have done better with Solanke not being in the way? Probably. But I think Solanke, if you actually watch Solanke quite closely, he actually has enough body movement to put Raya off, and that kind of impedes him a little bit. I still think that it was a soft foul, very soft foul. Yeah. But then again, if you touch a goalkeeper nowadays, that's it. It's a free kick.
Yeah, that's the bit that pisses me off. Is that
they are very well protected goalkeepers.
I wish they were.
I thought that was a bit soft, in my own personal opinion. So, is it a foul on our side of things? No. But when we get onto the next phase of play, then I have more of another take on it.
Okay, carry on. I want to know what else you want to say.
So I think Billing got brought down in the box.
Yeah, so do I. Steve? Now, I know that me and you definitely disagree, because obviously you were in my chat at the time. You thought it was a foul on Raya.
Yes, you can see it. As Raya's going out to save that ball, right? He's moving. He's moving in a smooth direction towards the ball. And then all of a sudden, his body shape changes, like he's bumped in. And now he's gone from, I'm going to hold on to the ball, to I'm going to have to knock the ball out of the box. Yeah. You know, everyone knows Raya, when he goes for a ball, 90% of the time, what's he doing? He holds on to it. In this one, you'll notice that his body shape changes dramatically. So I look at that and I say, you know what? Sorry, it's a foul. Yeah, it's soft. Yeah, it's a soft foul, but it's a foul. End of the day, you can see the way his body changed shape. And that's what VAR were looking at. He's coming across smooth, and all of a sudden, his body shape changes, just like that when Solanke's there. And then, of course, Raya has to knock the ball out of the box, which isn't what's not usually what he does. Most of the time, Raya, when he goes up for the ball, he claims it and hits the ground. That's what he's renowned for. And if you saw him against Tottenham, he did that all day, every day. So, yes, it was a foul, in my opinion. Was it soft? Yeah.
Okay. I'll definitely agree it's definitely soft. I just don't think it was a foul, but I don't like the goalkeepers being protected as much as they do. It makes me sick, if I'm honest.
It's the game, man. It's the game the way it is. We can't change it.
It's just annoying me. It really is. But look, it is what it is. But yes, I'll also agree with Cole. It was definitely a foul on Billing afterwards as well. Right, let's just quickly upload this, because I haven't had time to upload it. So just give me a moment whilst I upload it. Going to the stats though, whilst that uploads. What the hell's that game doing on here? I've got Real Madrid versus Cadiz. That is not the team. There we go. Thank you. Right. Ball possession. Arsenal had 56% possession of that game, 44 for Bournemouth, 24 shots for Arsenal, 7 for Bournemouth, 9 on target for Arsenal, 2 for Bournemouth. Corners, 6 for Arsenal, 1 for Bournemouth. Passing accuracy was, when I can get there, 83% for Arsenal, which is unlike us at all. We're normally above the 85, which is what I like us to be. Bournemouth 81. XG, because everyone loves it. I know you do. You're so excited. 0.37 for Bournemouth, 3.98 for Arsenal. So there we go. We'll move on from that. Right, let's see. Where you lot gone? There you are. Right. This was the starting lineup. I think everyone will be happy. Yes, I know, Cole, that this was your starting lineup, so I know you'll be happy. Steve, I don't know what your chosen team was.
Look, the way I see it is, if the recipe is good, the cake tastes good, don't change the recipe. No, I mean, that recipe's been working. It's going good. Let's not change nothing.
Would you have liked to have seen Timber on the bench today?
Yes, I would. I wouldn't mind to see Timber on the bench, because now in my opinion, he's not here, I don't think he's going to Old Trafford.
No, I don't think so.
This would have been a better game. Maybe a better game for him to come on for the last maybe 5 or 10 minutes. Maybe 10 minutes of the game.
Yeah.
I get at Manchester United at Old Trafford. I don't think so. I think too much pressure. Maybe we'll see him against Everton.
Yeah, maybe.
That
what about
depends.
you, Kel?
Yeah. Look, I said this was, if it's not broke, don't fix it. Slapped up Chelsea 5-0 of ease with this team. We beat the Spuds in their backyard 3-2 past Sunday, and I said keep the same lineup. This is your start. It's your strongest starting 11. Use it to your advantage.
Yeah.
Listen, you know what I feel with Timber, okay? What he's doing, he's playing in the under-23s. It's grand. It's all good and that. But if we had fallen off the title race, we had nothing left to play for, then you could have put him on the bench and then started him. I just look at the way it is now. We have to now go to Old Trafford. Timber's probably not going to be in the starting team at all. He's not going to be on the squad going up to Old Trafford next Sunday.
Yeah.
We beat Man United at Old Trafford. That's a big if. If we beat Man United at Old Trafford.
Yeah.
Then you got the Everton game, knowing all too well that it could depend on another game out of our hands that could potentially do it. And what I mean by that is if City go and run the table, that's it. Then you might as well play Timber, start him against Everton. Because if City do end up winning their game in hand and everything else, you can't chase him down now. It'll take a collapse. It'll take a Premier League defining last day collapse for that title to come to North London again. So yeah,
I agree. Right, player ratings, people. We are going to start with Cole, and you're going to get Raya.
Apart from the potential Flappy incident, I generally didn't think he did do anything wrong. Claimed every ball.
Good save.
Had a couple of good saves to make earlier on. And he got a clean sheet as well. Big up to David Raya, by the way, because he's now won the goal. He won the Golden Glove last night thanks to Luton scoring against Everton. But this now solidifies him as the Golden Glove winner. So well done, Raya. Solid 7.
7. Okay. Ozzy, you're going to get Ben White.
Look, I think I'll match that with a 7 on Ben White. Only reason was because when Bournemouth were breaking, it seemed that that they kept on coming down that right-hand side, and the ball that kept on sort of working for them was a ball in between Saliba and White. Yeah. And it always come into the winger to come in and try to cut inside our box, get to the near post. So Ben White didn't do a bad job handling it, but there were a few times where he was exposed. But overall, I'll probably give Ben a 7.
No, fair enough. Cole, you're going to get Tommy.
Do you know what? Tommy Asu, I thought was very good today. He didn't get spun like he usually does, but he was a lot more physical today. He realised this would be a physical battle. There was some crunching challenges that he put in, and to put out a lot of fires as well. And he was bombing up and down that left-hand side to help Trossard as well. He was also, at one time, also saw him invert a few times. So you know what I'm like with invertedness. You can invert yourself. But on this occasion, he actually did really well. But he was still able to, when the ball was lost, he was still able to track back into his fullback position.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Tommy Asu gets a 7 for me.
7.
Solid performance again.
Ozzy Gooner, you're going to get Saliba.
Saliba in this game, I think he was cool, calm, collect in this game. Saved us a few times. And it would be look, between the two defenders, it's hard to pick. But in this game, I think Saliba just edged out Gabriel in this game. Just edged him out. And I think he was better than Tommy Asu. I think Tommy Asu was better than Ben White, but we can't give halves. So I'm not going to give Saliba a 7 because it wouldn't be fair. I'll probably give Saliba an 8, so that way he could be the best of the defense.
Brilliant stuff. Cole, you get Gabriel then.
He had a bit of a bozo moment, didn't he, in the 12th minute?
He did.
Where he almost...
But you said that cracker goal that he almost scored as well. No, that was nice. But anyway.
It was exact carbon copy of the first Bayern Munich goal.
Fucking Vermaelen shot.
It was the carbon copy. And apart from that, he done really, really well. Had that goal not been called off or offside, that would have been he would not have scored a better goal in his career. But you keep a clean sheet. I don't anything under a 7 is actually disingenuous. Yeah. I'll give him a 7. He was solid. He had one bad moment, and then he had one amazing moment taken away from him. So it evens itself out. I'll give it a 7. I'll give him a 7.
Brilliant stuff. Ozzy Goonie, you're going to get Partey.
Ooh, Thomas Partey in this game. Wow. I think he was great. Every single time they tried to break out of the box, they were defending with 9 or 8 men in the first half especially. How many times did you see him try and play out, Tommy? And Partey was like, give me that Partey every single time. We can see how important it is to have an imposing number 6. You know what I mean? And look, not to take anything from Partey, the only reason I don't want him at Arsenal is because of injuries, not because of performances, injuries. Mm-hmm. In my opinion, in this game, he wasn't the best midfielder. If I could give him a 7.5, I would, but I'll give him a solid 7. I couldn't say 8, but I could say 7.5, but obviously no half, so that's 7.
Okay, brilliant stuff. Cole, you're going to get Declan Rice.
Outstanding performance from him today. Absolutely unbelievable. Put out a lot of fires. His Roman of moving into a more advanced role, thanks to Thomas Partey sitting in the number 6, it really does help. And he made some beautiful, good through balls to the likes of Havertz and Trossard on that left-hand side. And to top it all off, that goal, that was from a real acute angle. And he managed to bury it through the keeper's legs. I was like, yes. Thank you very much. Oh, this is going to be close.
He was the best midfielder. Come on, Bear. He's the best midfielder. I'm
going to give Rice a 9.
Thank you very much.
Do you know I'm going to upmark it to 10?
Oh,
and you know why?
Do
you know why?
And just to shit the Spurs fans.
There you go. Ozzy Gooner was there. Dermot came in for the last few moments, and everyone knows the history of Declan Rice.
Should we put it to a vote?
In England. Do we reckon he deserves a 10 just for that?
Let's all put it to a vote. 10 for Rice. I'll give him a 10. How about you? Everyone says 10. 10. That's it. Done. That's it. Majority rules. It's a democracy.
We say Rice got man of the match then, basically.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
For me, before that moment, I was talking about Saliba getting it, but yeah, with that goal. Yeah, sublime.
Goal and assist.
Yeah, true. Exactly. So, Ozzy Goonie, you get Odegaard.
Odegaard everywhere in this game. Only thing that shit me was when he should be firing, when he should be taking a shot, he's passing. And when he was taking a shot, he was skying it. So, in front of goal, not great. But every other part of his game, the recovery, the distribution, the passing, physicality, even his leadership qualities in this game, they all shine through. Yeah. So he's not as good as Declan Rice, no, but in every other aspect, I couldn't fault him. He really guided this team every time in front of the crowd, geeing them up, get them going, never let his head go down. Look, it's going to have to be honest, I'll give him a 7. I can't give him an 8. I'll give him a 7 though. I will match him up with Partey.
Yeah, I agree. Cole, you get Saka.
Back-to-back performances, putting a really good shift tonight. He gave the ball with left back all kinds of issues to deal with. Otora, I think his name is.
Who's actually not a left back. So yeah,
he's actually not a left back.
Yeah, he wasn't, was he? Yeah.
But it was a good one-on-one. I was enjoying that battle on that right-hand side. I really was enjoying it. A lot better with his passing, a lot better with his movement. And obviously, he scored the first penalty. It was a shit penalty he took. But that's only because if you actually watch that in slow motion, the goalkeeper moved first before Saka took the shot.
You went left and Saka's gone, Merry Christmas, watch this.
So, scored a goal, done decently. Saka gets a 7. I don't think no player today deserves less than a 7 unless you come off the bench.
Yeah, exactly. So Ozzy, you get Trossard.
Trossard in this game gets himself a goal. He was an absolute beast in this game. On that side, strong. He could have had 2 goals, to be honest. Cool, crisp. Honestly, I'll give Trossard a 9 in this game.
Okay.
In my opinion.
Cole, I didn't mean this to happen again because it happened to you last time. Havertz again for you, Cole.
He was good in this game.
He didn't score today, but as Steve has said, he was an absolute nuisance. He was everywhere. He was bullying people off the ball. Was tracking back. He made some very, very good runs.
Tackles.
One chance. Tackles as well. He had one attempt. He had one chance at goal, and he ended up blowing it over the bar. But when you're getting absolutely swarmed. But the thing is, rival fans are like, they're not going to like playing against us because if Havertz scores, it's like, oh, it's that pain in the ass Havertz again. Whereas when we've got it, it's like, I still don't like you, but what you're actually doing is helping this squad. So yeah, Havertz gets. I think I don't know. Havertz gets an 8 for me. Havertz gets an 8 for me tonight.
I'd agree with that.
He's more and more impressing me as the season has been going along. Okay. And now I see what we're trying to implement with him. We should have had it from the false line from the very start.
Yes.
Why did you put him in midfield? I don't know. That could be the death-defining way of how we win or lose this title race. But anyhow, but in this game, yeah, Havertz gets an 8 for me. Good performance, really good performance from him.
Right, both our subs did come on for longer than 10 minutes, so they both can get scores. So, Steve, I'll ask you to mark Martinelli. And if it's a 6, I have no issues with it. So
I got the shits when he got that opportunity, and this is happening too many times. He gets an opportunity and he fluffs it. It is a bit of a worry.
Yeah.
Like, I know, coming off the bench, you haven't had too many minutes, but you want to play the left wing. You want to start on the left wing? Take the opportunity. And he had a perfectly good opportunity. He was fresh. He was going on to goal. He had to take the shot on earlier, but he's running it. He's running it to the corner flag. It's like, what are you doing? You're taking too long. Take the shot early. So his decision making for me was poor. In this game, I can't give him more than a 5. I really couldn't. That opportunity really pissed me off because it's like, come on, at least work the keeper for God's sake.
If you watch the opportunity that he actually had all throughout that entire run, head down, head down, head down.
Yes.
Head down. By the time he looked up too late, he's at the bar line and it's too little too late.
By the time he looked up, he was at the pub. Like, I was like, what are you doing, dude?
He needs to learn to actually run while keeping his head up. Because I think if he does that, he buries chances. Yeah. He's a very good finisher. He is a very, very good finisher. But keep your head up as you're running.
You need to, what it is, as a winger, you need to know, look, when you're going to break or you're going to be in position to break, you need to think about where do you want to be before you have to make a decision. Do you understand? You think to yourself, I need to be there. Once I get to this point, it's my decision. Either I'm going to pass or I'm going to shoot from there. But the problem with Martinelli is I get the ball, I run. Where are you going? Do you know it? Google Maps this shit, bro. Get yourself into position like you're running towards the near post. And you're going to make the angle tighter and tighter and tighter till there is no friggin' angle left. And you're sitting in the crowd with the fans. Shit. But anyway.
No, I'd agree. Right. So, Cole, you get Jesus.
He looks sprightly. He looks sprightly a little bit. Showed some flair, showed some good techniques. Standard 5. It's about 5 minutes. I know it's 8 minutes valid time. So had like what?
13 minutes.
Right, about 13 minutes.
Yeah.
It's a very small sample size. If he got an assist or he scored, I would have bumped up to a 6, maybe even a 7. But not enough time for me.
No, fair enough. You both get to mark Mikel. I'll start with you, Ozzy Guna, first.
Didn't change the lineup. I like that. Tomiyasu, I think he picked the strongest squad. This game, 9. I can't give him 10, but I'll give him a 9.
Fair enough.
You
Carl?
can't manage the game any better than this. You can't.
No,
The players that are on the pitch should have been good enough to wipe the floor with Bournemouth. From the manager's perspective, he's given them all the tools. He's got the best team out there. They've got the direction. They know what they have to do. There's not much more the manager could have done in this game at all.
No. Carl, what about you, mate?
Yeah, same. Yeah, I'll give it a 9. He was, starting level was self-explanatory. Made stuff he wanted to do. He was originally going to put Jorginho on. Jorginho was warming up.
Yeah.
I don't recall him coming on at all. I reckon Arteta was like, no, we're going to sit back on the bench because I think we're going to need to do. I don't know what it was he was trying to implement, but obviously it was a better tactic because then it worked. I'll give it a 9. Rest of the subs are like for like. Saka came off, which we was hoping for anyway, because he took an absolute kicking in the first half. Yeah. 9 for Arteta. Done a very, very good performance again from the Mar manager. Very good.
Brenny said he would have this lineup for Man United and Everton. Big up to a ghost for saying Russo 3, Bournemouth 0. I love your love for Russo. City dropping points today. Mark my words, as a ghost.
I will mark your words all you want if they drop points. For God's sake, I'll make sure all of us go to your place and give you a hug.
I'll be honest. Like, I know how Wolves perform. They perform.
It's all right. It's okay saying that. Oh yeah, Man City will drop points. At the end of the day, we still have to do our job next Sunday.
Yes, right.
It's absolutely irrelevant if City drop points tonight. It makes no difference. They still have their game in hand. We have to go to Old Trafford. You win that, then you make them have the pressure on them. But then Tottenham will probably roll over and die for them because they're a bunch of inbred pricks. So that's probably.
I just love Spurs. I just love them. They're just so wonderful. You know when I'm feeling down, I can just watch any Spurs game. Any Spurs game. It doesn't have to be like one of ours or go back and look at a loss. No, just wait for the next one that's upcoming. It's more of a surprise, you know? It's really good. Really good. What's going to happen in this one? Let's see how they're going to lose now, you know? There's always a different dynamic to their losses. It's always fun. It's good. To watch Ange sit there and, you know, we play a certain way. We're not changing the way we play. The fuck you say? You play a certain way. So this is the Zayt effect. Love you, bro. I love it. You must be an Arsenal fan in disguise. Keep playing like this. Keep going. And you should sign that wanker Werner. He's wonderful for 17 million. Start him. I love him. Richarlison should be your number 9. Bissouma is the best number 6 in the league. I swear. And don't change Vicario. He is the best goalkeeper in the league, bar none. Forget stats. Stats are bullshit. He is the best. I love him. He's the new fucking Bernd Leno. I love him. He's so good. Fucking dickheads. Sorry, I just can't help myself.
It's all right. Brenny has pointed out that Jesus actually got the assist for Rice, and I've just looked it up.
Oh!
Yes, he did.
Oh, shit. Did you hear that? Jesus got the assist for Rice.
So do we mark
Carl,
him up?
I think you got to mark him up, man.
Yeah. No, in that case, he gets a 6 then. He gets a 6.
6.
I take that back.
There we go. Yeah, because it all seemed like pretty much Rice, and that was it. But yes, the assist goes to Jesus for that. It goes to saying Old Trafford is our hunting ground, famously. Archester will definitely lose as it goes.
Won once since 2006. We've won there once since 2006. It's a shock, and this is post Fergie.
Yeah,
not during Fergie's. This is post Fergie. We've only won once.
It's all right.
Yeah.
It's all right. It's okay. Records are meant to be broken.
Well,
it's all good. Yeah. We've done the double against Spurs. These things happen. Liverpool this season, not once but twice. Do you know what I mean? All these records are meant to be smashed. You know.
But me and Cole have both watched Man United perform when they weren't expected to perform. And they
can turn it on whenever they want to.
They can.
Who have they turned it on against?
Liverpool.
Give me an example.
Yeah,
they turned it on against Liverpool.
Christ,
what did they come out with?
4-3. Yes, they went for extra time, but still.
They're in the final against Man City, which is further than we got.
That's good. So you see him winning that?
I can. I can see.
Uh,
I hope that
You can see him beating. I don't see it.
Do
No,
that just to keep Ten Hag in and just let Elias
This is
because either they bring in Ten Hag, they keep Ten Hag, or apparently they're going to bring in Gareth Southgate. If they do that, you might as well fold the fucking club.
it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who they bring in. I mean, they might as well just bring in Steve Bruce. Might as well. It's the worst that can happen. You know, like shit.
Actually, no, that's not. No, that's
Michael Carrick, get him back. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, yes, sir. Whoever you want, man. Like seriously, this team that they've got at the moment, they were in a rebuild 2 years ago. Oh, we were in a rebuild. This is a never-ending rebuild.
Yeah.
They're going to be rebuilding again next season.
Yeah,
they're rebuilding the rebuild on top of the rebuild with the next rebuild, which is also rebuilding its rebuild again.
I swear to God, like shit. Don't worry, Chelsea are doing the same thing. They're just doing it a lot more, with a lot more money. It's good.
I do look. Not Declan. Kai has had a little dig at Chelsea in his post-game comments, which I do like. So well done to Kai. Look, we've got to move on to next Sunday. We've got the 3 points today, which is great.
Yeah,
but I am definitely chilling out, not getting all ahead of myself. Obviously, I'm going to be joined by Colm next Sunday for the watch along, guarantee it. And I'm sure Dermot will be there just to wind me up even more.
If he wants to watch good football, what better team to watch than Arsenal? I mean,
well, the thing is, 2 hours before our game, it's the Tottenham Man United FA Cup final for the women's game, which could be their first trophy for years. I think ever actually for the Tottenham women. I'm not 100% sure, but I think it will be the first trophy ever. Well, to be honest, they had a game a couple of weeks ago. They drew 2-2 with them. So, I wouldn't rule Tottenham out of that, to be fair. But next Sunday, how are you feeling after that game? I'm guessing Steve's going to say he's very confident. Yeah. Carl, are you feeling confident? Or are you a little bit nervous, a bit like me, with how United can do
I won't start feeling the game until probably on Thursday, getting close to the weekend, because that'll be when I'll be thinking about it long and hard. But going into that Man United game, we know what we need to do, because it's a bogey ground we've not done well in recently. If I had my way, I would probably play the same way we done against Man City, and probably the same way we done against Tottenham, which was sit back, let them come on to us, we play counter-attack. They have not got the horses at the back to keep up with our pace. Yes. They do not.
True.
And their best defender is Delo, and he's a fullback.
Yeah. Because I think currently it's Casemiro and I can't even think of the other one is.
Harry Maguire.
Is it Harry Maguire? Is it Harry Maguire?
That's right.
But yeah, they're going to have a nightmare against us. But I still don't rule them out, because this is United. United are just United. But guys,
just get Havertz on Fernandes all game. Piss him off. Just get sent.
I hate that dude. Seriously, that guy.
Defensively, let's be perfectly honest. They're not looking good. They aren't. And you know how you're saying sit back? No. Trust me. Wrong attitude. Push them. They can't handle it. They really can't. Burnley, dude. Did you see their last game? They all come on, dude. Their last game, it was back and forth, and it wasn't against Liverpool. No, I mean, it wasn't against a high quality team. They can't control a press. They really can't. But the key to beating United, it's fast transition. The problem we had here against Bournemouth was that our transition play sometimes was very slow. We were even trying to slow the game down. So if we're going to get at United, I reckon press them. But we need to one-touch football through them, because they just don't have the defenders. They don't. Their midfield is also... Casemiro is their midfield, and he hasn't been great.
No, it's been shocking.
Like he has been... He's Agent Casemiro right now. He's not looking good. Eriksen, I just... Honestly, I'm going to go in there confident, because I'm not going to worry about the ground. I'm looking at their form. I'm looking at the way they're playing. I'm looking at where we are. And I know they say wounded animal. Fuck, I'm there to finish them off. Put them out of their misery. I'm not there to take prisoners. I don't think we're going to go there and have an easy game, but I don't think they're going to give us too much trouble, to be honest.
No.
Seriously, look, what are they doing? Anthony does nothing on the right wing. Who are they going to play on the left? Rashford, cool story. Hoyland doesn't get any service.
Mm.
What are they going to do? Bring on Mount? Bring him on, just for laughs. It's all good. Let's just have fun with it.
Yeah,
serious.
Mount's been awful. Hoyland is.
Onana's wonderful.
God, yeah, I forgot about him. It's a good job this isn't streaming to the other channel because I'm sure Colin will be very upset with me. But yeah, look, United are a mess, but I still don't rule them out. I just don't rule them out. I just can't. But yes, guys, I'm going to wrap that up. Thank you very much, Steve. Thank you very much for coming on, mate. Where can they find you?
Aussie Gooner channel on YouTube. Just pretty much type in Aussie Gooner. You'll find me there from time to time. And on Instagram, just the Aussie Gooner. That's it. Oh, sometimes here, there, and everywhere. You might find me on the Armory when I get a chance to get on here. And it's not because I'm got my nose up in the air. It's because fucking time difference is a prick. And you might see me on Never a Foul, usually week to week. But yeah, a little bit here and there.
Excellent stuff. Carl, where can they find you, my friend?
Yeah, you can find me on X at KVArsenalPats32. You can find me on the YouTube channel Gundown UK. Obviously, we had the preview of the Bournemouth game and a review of the Tottenham game last Thursday with my guest Connor from CMO Sports. Good up and coming kid. You'll find me on Twitch. You'll find me on Instagram, and you'll find me on a couple of other podcasts hosting NFL shit. So yeah, that's where you find me.
Or NFL content, whichever NFL one you'd rather do.
Whichever way you want to see it, it's all the same shit to us.
It's fine. But guys, you'll see.
Poor man's game.
You'll catch me tomorrow for the first playoff final. It is Bromley versus Solihull Moors. Yes, it is streaming to the Armory. There is a reason behind it. We have an Arsenal interest in that. Not only is Alex Kirk and Kiddo Taylor Hart both there, but also Andy Woodman, obviously ex-former Arsenal coach, is the coach of Bromley as well. So we are all cheering on Bromley tomorrow. Even though I am from the West Midlands, I should be supporting Solihull. I'm not. I'm supporting Bromley. But yes, so we'll be doing that tomorrow, 3:00 kickoff. Next weekend, I believe there's another Old Firm derby. I'm pretty sure that's what I've been told. So there could be a Scotland Celtic versus Rangers game next weekend, followed by Man United versus Arsenal. So loads coming up this week. There will be a preview with United as well at some point. I'm sure I'll try and get Colm on there to wind me up. But guys, I'm out of here. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Steve, thank you very much for staying up. Very, very late, I think. Is that right?
It's only midnight. It's all right.
Yeah. I want to be asleep, mate. But guys, I'm out of here. Take care. See you later. Bye-bye.